On my birthday, they took me to a $6.00 buffet, laughed in my face, and handed me a card that shattered years of silence, so I handed them back every single thing they ever took for granted. My name is Logan Pierce, 29, living in Seattle. In my family, if you asked anyone, they'd call me the quiet one, or worse, the one who never really figured it out. I wasn't the golden child. That was my older brother, Bryce, who followed our dad into banking, or my little sister, Sierra, a social media influencer with a Pinterest-perfect life. Me? I'm a software engineer, remote job, decent income. I've always kept a low profile, never flaunted anything, and I thought that was enough. Until I realized my family didn't just ignore me, they thought I was a joke. It all started, like always, with a group chat message from my mom. This is Logan's birthday dinner this Friday. Any ideas? I allowed myself a bit of hope. Maybe this year would be different. Maybe they'd remember I don't eat meat, or that I mentioned a new Indian restaurant in Capitol Hill. But then the replies came by saying, let's not do anything fancy, save the nice places for actual achievements. Yes, Sierra. Agreed, buffet. Mom, just a thumbs up emoji. No one asked what I wanted. No one asked if I even had plans. Like every year they decided. I complied. Friday rolled around. I showed up at this sad little buffet in Soto. Dim lights, sticky tables, staff that looked like they just graduated high school. Everyone was already halfway through their plates. No cake, no balloons, just a casual, "Hey birthday boy from my uncle," between bites of cold mac and cheese. I sat down, smiled, tried not to take it personally, but then they gave me a card. Plain white envelope, no name on the front. Inside, a generic happy birthday message in cursive, with a handwritten line in blue pen underneath. Maybe next year you'll do something worth celebrating. At first I thought it was a joke, but then Bryce laughed. Sierra took a sip of her soda and said, "Just a little motivation," and Mom smiled like it was clever. It wasn't a joke. It was exactly how they saw me. I calmly pulled out my phone, snapped a photo, the card, the plastic buffet plates, my family mid-laugh. Then I stood up. Thanks for dinner. No sarcasm, no anger, just calm. I walked out. No one followed. No texts. I sat in my car, staring at the photo on my screen, and something shifted in me. What they didn't know was that for the past 3 years I'd been quietly building something. Freelance contracts. A side project that got acquired by a Swedish tech firm. They also didn't know that every single streaming account, utility bill, cloud storage, and even the house security system had been in my name since 2020, when Dad got laid off and I stepped in to help, just until things stabilized. I never brought it up, never asked for thanks, but that night I decided. I was done. 3 days later, the group chat exploded. Sierra? Why is Netflix logged out? Rice, HBO's not working either. Anyone else? Mom, the Dropbox with the wedding photos is gone. Dad, Wi-Fi's out. Logan, can you check? I didn't reply. Not yet. I wanted them to sit with the silence. Glorious. And then I sent one thing. The photo from the buffet. No caption. Immediately. Roa. You're seriously doing this over a card? Sierra. It was just a joke. You're being dramatic. I muted the thread, blocked the numbers. What they hadn't realized yet was that I hadn't just killed their subscriptions, I'd pulled the plug on the infrastructure of the family they leaned on. Next morning, 37 missed calls. Logan, your father's trying to contact the bank. Nothing's working. We can't access the tax files. The mortgage payment bounced. Your name is still on the account. What's going on? That made me pause. They were finally realizing what they'd let slip away. I didn't do it to hurt them. I did it to protect myself. But pain? That came as a bonus side effect. That afternoon, my dad called directly. rare since he usually relied on nods or second-hand messages. His voice was calm, but beneath it, frustration simmered. "Logan, your mom's upset. Sierra's in tears. You've made your point. Now be a man and fix this." I replayed that sentence. Be a man. The same line I heard growing up, disguised as concern, rooted in control. And later that day, my mom sent a Facebook message. "We're struggling. Your dad says we can still refinance if your name's on the paperwork. We could lose the house. That house renovated with money they didn't have, while I lived in a shoebox studio, never felt like mine, even when I was paying for it. So, I made calls. Removed myself from every account. Rose my credit. Canceled the bakery loan I co-signed for Sierra. Scrubbed my name from every financial tie. I wasn't just walking away. I was locking the door behind me. The next knock wasn't from Bryce. It was Sierra. No makeup, puffy eyes, hoodie and leggings, holding a grocery bag. "I brought food," she whispered. "I just wanted to talk." I didn't move at first. Eventually, I stepped aside. She placed the bag down, looked around, awkward. "You were holding everything together. And now, it's all falling apart." She wasn't wrong. I sat across from her, arms crossed. "I didn't come to beg," she said. "I just thought if you understood where we were coming from." "You mean the part where I'm not worth celebrating unless I check your definition of success?" She winced. "We thought you were okay with it. You never said anything." I shook my head. I was made into the background. Every quiet win was dismissed. Every small success swallowed by one of Bryce's promotions or your latest vacation. You built your lives on me but never once looked down to see who was holding it all up. She looked crushed. I pulled out the bag, my favorite Thai takeout, something I mentioned in a text over a year ago. "Thank you for this," I said, "but curry won't fix years of being treated like I didn't count." "It's not meant to fix it," she said softly. "Just a start." "I'm not coming back," I said. Her eyes widened. "Logan, I've removed my name from everything. You'll have to handle your own bills, rebuild your own credit. I don't hate you, but I won't be used again." She blinked back tears. "Do you hate us?" "No, but I won't stay in a place that only remembers me when the Wi-Fi goes out." "But will you ever come back?" "Not until I'm treated like someone you want in your life, not someone you need." She left the food behind. I locked the door behind her. And for the first time in years, the silence felt peaceful. The following weeks were still. No calls, no pings, no guilt. I accepted a contract with a Swedish firm, paid off my last student loan, booked a one-way ticket to Kyoto. They didn't think I was serious until they realized I was. Bryce texted, "You made your point, but don't forget who helped you get here." I took a screenshot and filed it in a new folder. Noise. Mom sent a birthday card the following year. Handwritten. No jokes. "I'm sorry. I miss you. Love, Mom." I didn't reply. Not out of anger. Because I'd learned you can forgive people without giving them the chance to hurt you again. 6 months later, I got a letter from Grandma. A small photo, just the two of us on her porch. Tulips in her lap. Cinnamon roll in hand. On the back in shaky handwriting. "They're learning slowly. But you don't owe them your peace. Keep going. I'm proud of you." I framed it. Now I live in a sunlit apartment in Stockholm. I work with a brilliant dev team. Every morning, I walk to the lake with my coffee. I started painting again. I still don't broadcast my success. No humble brags, no need to be seen. Because for the first time, I see myself,